Confession of a School Bus Driver. I've driven this bus for 17 years. Every morning, the parents wave goodbye and hand their children over to me, smiling and trusting. They don't realize that I notice things they don't. The way a kid's neck bends when they fall asleep, how their tiny hands clutch their backpacks, the rhythms of their breath when they drift off. I see it all. The bus isn't just a vehicle. It's a vessel. It swallows them whole at 6:45 a.m. and regurgitates them at 3:20 p.m. But in between, during those hours, it's mine. The space is mine. The rules are mine. They don't know how easy it would be to miss a stop, to take a wrong turn, to keep driving just a little farther into the woods. Nobody checks. Nobody questions. Parents assume the bus will always bring them back. Sometimes I test the edges. I let the brute drag an extra 10 minutes, take side roads I don't need to. The children never complain. They're too busy fighting, laughing, or nodding off. The dispatcher doesn't care as long as I show up at the schools on time. Nobody pays attention to how long I keep them with me. Nobody except me. I keep a notebook. Did you know that? A private logbook. Not of routes or schedules, but of names, quirks, fears. I know who cries if I turn the radio off. I know who stares out the window like they're begging for escape. I know which ones smell like their mother's perfume, and which one still carries the sour tang of bedwetting on their clothes. The notebook is thick now. Pages upon pages of observations, details, weaknesses. The mirrors, those wide rectangular eyes above me, just don't let me watch the kids. They let me study them without ever realizing. Sometimes I hold their gaze in the mirror till they squirm and look away. They think I'm checking for trouble. I'm not. I'm checking for something else. You want to know the worst part? Nobody ever rides with me. No aide, no monitor. It's just me and them. A sealed metal box barreling down the road, and I have the key. I lock the door sometimes, even while we're moving, just to feel it. The thud of finality, the click that says they can't get out now. It's all so fragile, their trust. Parents wave, children chatter, teachers count heads, and everyone assumes the machine works. But I know how thin the line is. 17 years of holding that power, pressing the brakes when I choose, opening the doors when I allow it. I don't confess this because I feel guilty. I confess it because I want someone to understand. Every day, I sit behind that wheel and hold dozens of tiny lives in my hands. Every day the world looks at me and sees a harmless driver in a yellow bus. But the truth is, I've been feeding the thought for years now. The thought that one day, I won't stop at their houses. One day, I'll keep driving, past the schools, past the town, past everything. And when I do, no one will be able to stop me. Police Incident Report, County Sheriff's Office, Case number 21-0476-Bravo. Date, November 22nd. Reporting Officer, Sergeant Harlan. Location, abandoned farm road, 2.5 miles off of Route 17. At approximately 6:52 a.m., dispatch received multiple calls regarding a school bus that failed to complete its morning route. Several parents reported their children had not been picked up as scheduled. At 9:14 a.m., deputies located the bus abandoned on a dirt road near an old grain silo. The vehicle was empty. All student belongings, backpacks, coats, lunchboxes, remained scattered inside the bus. Doors were locked from the inside. Windows were closed. No children present. A search of the driver's personal effects revealed a handwritten notebook concealed beneath the driver's seat. The contents of this notebook were consistent with obsessive surveillance of students spanning several years. Numerous entries suggest premeditation of child abduction. The final entry, dated November 21st, read only, "Tomorrow I will stop pretending." The driver is currently missing, a county-wide manhunt is underway, and the children's whereabouts remain unknown. This is the recovered journal belonging to the school bus driver. Entry 1, September 8. 17 years behind this wheel. 17 years of faces filed past me, filed away in my head. People think kids are noisy, but I hear them differently. Their laughs are shrill, hollow, like birds trapped in a cage. I keep a list of them. Not attendance, not grades, just my own record. Their habits, fears. Entry 5, September 19. Today, I locked the doors for 3 minutes at the red light. Nobody noticed, nobody cared. They tugged on the handles, giggled nervously, thought it was some kind of malfunction. The way they squirm when they realize they can't leave, that's what I wanted to see. That's what I've been waiting for. Entry 11, October 2. The parents wave and smile every morning. That blind trust disgusts me. Do they have any idea what's inside this bus with their children? Do they have any idea who I am? I watch their kids in the mirrors like specimens in jars. They don't understand that the mirrors are not for safety. They are for study. Entry 16, October 20. I pulled over on a side road today, deep in the woods, just long enough for silence to fall. The children froze when I turned the engine off. One of them whispered, "Where are we?" They looked so small, so vulnerable. My pulse was pounding. I only sat there for 5 minutes before turning the key again, testing myself, testing them. Entry 24, November 5. Every day it grows stronger, the itch, to skip the stop signs, to skip the houses, to keep driving until the sun goes down and there's nothing behind us but questions. I know the exact back roads. I know the fields no one visits. I know the hollows where screams would vanish. Entry 30, November 17. I can't sleep anymore. The thought claws at me. I dream of the bus as a coffin, long and yellow, rolling into the earth. Parents' faces pressed to the dirt, screaming, digging, but never reaching their children. They trusted me, and I buried them. I wake up sweating, smiling. Final entry, November 21. Tomorrow, I will stop pretending.